The price of corn is soaring back to levels we have not seen in a decade. That's when a terrible drought crippled crops. This time, it is really all demand and fertilizer prices. So where do we go from here with corn and other crops? Bill Baruch of Blue Line Futures joining us now. It's not just, I think, Bill, where the absolute price is. It's kind of what I said at the top of the show or this half hour with regards to stocks. It is the absolute quickness and violence of the move higher. What do you make of it?
You're absolutely right. It's been a quick move higher. You know, on the top of the show, you also said something else, 40 degrees, and the weather's been a little bit of threatening. You know, so I think this is something to really think about, where you have a situation that's taking place in Ukraine, and it really forced the rest of the world to have a perfect planting season. And now that's, you know, really under the microscope. And so you not only have colder weather right now, but you have dryness in the southern plains, and that makes it difficult to plant wheat. So it's really underpinned prices. And I think the entire backstory is also China. You know, you have in the media now, everybody's talking about China slowing down in demand. China's not slowing down in demand. They're buying everything they can, and export sales have steadily been strong over the last week and are expected to stay that way.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, and so much of the inflation we're seeing has nothing to do with the war. In fact, we on Thursday, by the way, deep tease, we're going to bring back our wall of inflation that we brought actually out last April. That was a year ago we were talking about it, but some of this is, Bill. Obviously, Ukraine is a breadbasket. It's actually a corn basket with wheat and corn crops as well. As long as that horrible war is going on, is it likely that corn crop and corn prices are going to remain high?
Yeah, I expect them to stay higher. And looking farther out, this is a situation where you not only this year's crop, and if you look at prices for delivery in 2022, but look farther out, 2023 and 2024, there's backwardation where these prices are lower, but I expect them to eventually be much higher. So I think there's a good trade there. But at the same time, there's been a really great technical landscape. So you had the initial onset of the war where these agriculture commodities ripped higher, but they've stayed steady. They consolidated in a very healthy manner, and now they're threatening previous record highs. So the constructiveness of this move lays the groundwork for a real breakout. And I mean, yeah, $10 corn is not out of the not out of the imagination at this point.
Wow. You know, listen, obviously our viewers, they've got to pay these prices at the store. So is there some kind of trade? And listen, I always say I used to trade chemical fertilizers in a previous life. Markets move quick. You're often trading against producers. Commodities trading is a different beast than owning stocks. I just want to simply say that. So be careful. But that aside, Bill, is there a trade that you can advise to help our clients and our viewers rather make a little bit of money so they can pay for some of these higher prices?
Well, we work with clients in several ways. On the futures side, you know, obviously, like as you mentioned, direct access to the futures markets. And to be honest, the CME has done a terrific job in recent years in bringing out smaller contract sizes. So it's not how it was 20, 30 years ago where you had to put on a massive contract. You can really size positions how you'd like. So there's what's called a mini bean or a mini corn. So it's a fifth of the size. So it gives clients a way to access these markets in a more feasible manner. And then also on the wealth management side, I certainly believe in a real asset bucket. So we have great exposure to commodities, everything ranging from midstream to these agriculture products. So there's a number of ways to gain access to these markets in this time.